Welcome back. Attorney Andrew Bethel here, ready to discuss what another Trump administration could mean for estate planning, taxes, and financial policies. As of this filming, we're 2 days post-election, and while we know Donald Trump has defeated Kamala Harris, there's a lot still in the air as we wait for Inauguration Day. Control of the Senate has swung to Republicans, but the House is still undecided. So let's dive into what we can expect, knowing that in the next few months or years, everything could change. If you enjoy this breakdown, hit the like button, subscribe, and don't forget to share the video. And as always, thank you for watching. First up, Project 2025, a policy blueprint from the Heritage Foundation that's been influential in conservative circles. While Trump distanced himself from it during the campaign, its proposals echo many of his past policies, especially those related to taxes. And you're already seeing pundits and officials saying Project 2025 is actually on the agenda. If you're curious about more details, check out my video all on Project 2025. Let's discuss income taxes. Project 2025 suggests simplifying the tax system with just two tax brackets, 15% and 30%. This setup could lead to lower taxes for high earners, but some middle-income families might face an increased burden if they lose certain credits and deductions. Expect Trump to push for something similar, and with the Republican Senate, we might actually see this pass more smoothly than in previous years. Next, estate and gift taxes. The blueprint also calls for making the current high exemption permanent and lowering the estate tax rate from 40% to 20%. This is a massive benefit to high net worth families and aligns with Trump's previous policies as seen with the 2017 Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, the TCJA. If these ideas gain traction, estate planning strategies like gifting and trust would become even more beneficial for those passing on significant assets. The gift tax exemption level for 2025 will be $19,000 that you can give to someone tax-free. And the estate tax exemption limit, how much you can pass on tax-free after death, is also going up to $13.99 million. Project 2025 and the Republican Party platform will seek to keep having these figures increase with time. For more on these estate tax dynamics, take a look at my video comparing the platforms for each of the parties and diving into both sides' tax philosophies. Next, capital gains taxes. Republicans have traditionally opposed increasing capital gains tax rates, and the Trump platform is no exception. They're likely to push for making the TCJA provisions permanent, meaning capital gains tax rates would remain low for long-term investments. This would be good news for real estate investors, stockholders, and retirees who rely on investment income. In my video on the Republican Party platform, I discuss how making these cuts permanent could incentivize growth-oriented financial strategies. It's a continuation of policies designed to benefit investors and could shape estate planning strategies for years to come. Now, 1031 like-kind exchanges. Republicans are also likely to preserve the like-kind exchange for real estate investments, an area where Democrats had previously suggested reforms, as in outright getting rid of it. This means that real estate investors can expect to keep their ability to defer capital gains taxes when reinvesting in similar properties, a tool that's been around for over a century. Child tax credit. Both parties support increasing the child tax credit, but Trump's platform favors a generous approach. Some speculate an increase to $5,000 per child. This could be a significant benefit for families, although it remains to be seen if it will even reach that level. We saw the Democrats propose a $3,600 credit for children under 6, reflecting a different approach to family tax relief. Trump's plan, however, could mean bigger tax breaks for parents if he decides to prioritize this credit increase. Now, let's talk about what's in the air. Even though we know Trump will be in office, there's still a few unknowns. With a Republican Senate, Trump will have support on many of his policy ideas, but if Democrats end up controlling the House, certain policies might stall, especially around broader tax cuts or additional reforms to Medicare or Social Security. In a divided Congress, Trump might seek compromises, particularly on tax cuts or regulatory changes. If he prioritizes certain items, such as keeping the TCJA cuts permanent and expanding the child tax credit, we can see area of bipartisan support there. Keep in mind, however, that what's proposed before Inauguration Day often evolves as new legislative sessions kick off. Expect a few of these policy ideas to shift a little bit as Trump fills cabinet and agency positions. We saw this happen in his previous term, and with different voices in Congress now, could play out again. For estate planning, the outlook under a Trump administration appears favorable for preserving wealth through low tax rates and high exemptions. If the TCJA's provisions are made permanent, high net worth families will continue to benefit from high gift and estate tax exemptions. For us regular folks, we're already typically under those limits anyway, so it's not really going to be too much of a change. I'd also expect continued discussion around keeping the stepped up tax basis. This rule allows heirs to avoid paying capital gains taxes on inherited properties when their value increases, a tool widely used for transferring generational wealth. Republicans have historically supported the stepped-up tax basis, and I'd be surprised if Trump's administration pursued any reforms in this area. To wrap up, while Trump's victory signals continuity with policies like the TCJA and wealth preservation tax strategies, there's still a lot to watch between now and Inauguration Day or as the session kicks off. Who controls the House, which secretaries are appointed, and which policies make it to the top of the agenda are still question marks. But what do you think will happen? Will Trump's administration be able to extend these tax policies, or will Congress present a roadblock? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, share the video with anyone interested in estate planning or tax changes. I'm attorney Andrew Bethel, and I'll see you at our next meeting.